Curran Peruvian necktie on the Peruvian Luis Palomino was incredible. It was incredible.
And he looked so calm doing it. It's just a guy who just looked so at ease. It was almost, and that he's. It's one thing to pull off a spectacular move on the ground on somebody who doesn't really know how to fight. It's a whole other thing to pull it off against somebody like Luis Palomino who really does know how to fight at an elite level. Yeah, an established guy who's been around the block. And Pat was almost like just instructional in his movement. It was just like poop, 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 and it was no labored breathing. It was just, it's spectacular to see the evolution of a guy like Pat Curran, who came in with us 2 years ago, number 8 seed in a 55 division. Jeff Curran just kept texting me, you got to give this kid a chance. You give a guy like that a chance, he wins the 55 tournament, knocks out Ricci, ekes out a win against Huerta in a must-win fight for Roger Huerta, then beats Amata right here at the Hard Rock, then fights 5 rounds toe-to-toe with a guy I think's the most dangerous puncher at 155 pounds in Eddie Alvarez, and then drops down to his rightful weight, and it's looked like one of the top 3 or 4 guys in the world. I mean, those are the kind of things I look at as a guy who started this company and say, man, that's victory. That's what you want to see. You want it to be totally objective, and you want to give a guy like a Pat Curran a chance and say, it's all up to you. I don't care how good your hair looks. I don't care if you're married to a supermodel or if you've got a great backstory, if your teeth shine. All I care about is that when that door shuts and locks behind you, if you win, you move forward and you can accomplish anything you want to accomplish. And if you lose, you should go back and train more and try to figure out what you did wrong. And Pat Curran has just grabbed every opportunity we've given him by the throat and taken advantage of it. And I mean, the kid's made, he's won $200,000 tournaments over the last 19 months.
How's that feel, giving a guy like Pat Curran $200,000 when you know that guy would have never had an opportunity to make that fighting his whole career, and you've given that guy an opportunity to build build a foundation to start his career off with?
Great. He's a great kid. He's a great kid and respectful and polite and just, he understands kind of where he is and understands what it's meant to get there, and works like a dog. He's a good human being. He's the kind of kid. He's the kind of guy you'd just say, if your daughter needed a babysitter, you would call Pat. You know what I mean? He's just a good human being, and for him to have accomplished what he's accomplished, he's made close to $250,000 with us, and to be fighting for the world title against Joe Warren coming up.